What's up everybody, we're back with another vlog for you today. This time we're going to be focusing on the MR2. I know we got a heap of stuff going on around here. We got the 335i, we've got Rick's Porsche back in the house, which is looking mighty fine if you ask me. The EG's here, the S14's here, the EK's here, the MR2's here, the Z's here. We got a lot of stuff here. And you know what that means? That means Ricky and I are pulling our hair out with too many things to do. What do you got there, bud?
I have a short shifter from Super Class.
So this is gonna go in our MR2?
Bro, they sent us a sticker, but it got stuck.
No.
We're good.
Okay, you saved it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a C's.
Oh, hey.
C's short stroke shifter kit. Awesome. C's was big back in the Honda days, back when I was building Honda stuff in the early 2000s. Yeah.
This thing is tiny.
It's very nice. So is the one that's in there. So this car actually came with one. I think it's of the eBay variety. So we're gonna be putting the C's short throw shifter in.
Oh, bro, check this out. This is heavy.
Man,
hold on.
This is a weighted. I think it's a Toyota factory shifter. I'm not sure, but
this is really, really heavy.
Either way, it's beautiful.
I like it,
and it weighs a ton.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Jeez, take it easy, bud.
Yeah.
This is a family program.
I know that.
Woo! So they've actually taken the C short throw shifter, it appears, and Super Class has actually made it like a premium type setup, which is cool. All right, so are we gonna install that today, buddy?
We're gonna do that right now.
I don't know why we're installing short throw shifters when we have an engine to get running, but
yeah, I guess.
So we're gonna go ahead and get cracking on all these bits, and yeah, time lapse, baby. Alright guys, while Ricky's making all this noise over here, while Ricky's over here installing our C's short throw shifter from the boys over at Super Class, I am working on what probably a lot of you guys have been wondering what we were going to do with the hood solution. So we put these big snorkels in the hood, and that was, as I explained in a previous video, to allow air to go through the radiator. We're going to put the radiator at an angle, and it's going to come up, the air's going to come up through the radiator and out the hood. And we have to build something that's going to stop the rain and any water when you wash the car from just sitting in the base of the car, basically in the front, where the spare tire would normally go. So what we're doing is I'm actually folding up a piece of aluminum that's going to sit in there, and then we'll cut the hole out, and then we'll sheet this with aluminum sheet and rivet it to this. It'll be a nice air duct that's going to flow the air through the bumper and out the hood. So I've got a lot of little fabricating work to do, but shouldn't be that hard of a job. Very complex little component I'm making.
What the heck are you doing?
Alright, so that's the concept. We'll probably put a rib nut or something, or a rivet through here. I'm gonna have to build some sort of cross support that'll probably bolt off of this M8 bolt here on our, this is what used to hold the spare tire in place, so it's a very stable component. So we'll probably build a cross beam that has a T-bar support to that, and that will allow the air to push through there, through our hood, and look very cool while doing so. So we got my center beam sort of just self-tapped in here just so we have something to go off of. I've gone ahead and taken a Sharpie and marked out sort of two kidneys. It almost looks like a BMW grill. And inside this line is going to get removed completely. And that's what's going to feed the air through the hood snorkel once we build the ducting. But we got to get that out of the way now so we can figure out how we want to shape everything. So Ricky's center punching around the outside. So we are thinking of drilling some pilot holes through all the way around. That way, in case we need to cut on the outside of the car from underneath, we kind of just can connect the dots with the tool. But we're looking at it now thinking we can probably just use a body saw and actually zip these out from the inside. So we'll probably try that first.
Waiting for this package for a little while. Super excited to see what's inside. So this is our package from Dishworks. Look at all this stuff. This is all the stuff right out of here to complete our fuel system for the MR2. So we got a fuel pressure regulator. Ooh, we got a little bracket. Okay, so that's for the fuel filter. We got some AN fittings. This is our in-tank fuel pump, DW300, so that should be plenty big enough. And then this is the universal mount kit. So a huge thank you to Dishworks for once again partnering with us on this and sending us out all this stuff. If you guys are looking for Dishworks products, you can check them out at the throtl shop. You can just check out the link in the description and pick up any of these items that we're using on the MR2. Alright, so while Mickey is working on the front radiator ducting system and Ricky's...
Hell no!
I'm working on the fuel pump. So we just got our new Dishworks fuel pump, our DW300. And what's actually kind of interesting is I've never installed a fuel pump with the fuel tank completely out, so this should actually be really easy. There she is. We're gonna replace it with this little guy. We'll be able to flow way more. There we go.
That's nice. Oh, dude, this wire was ripping inside. Look at this.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got new wires, so that's good. We got a new little hose that will cut to that length, and then new clamps, and pretty easy peasy. There we go. I got that little spring clip on the bottom. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but if you use a small socket and kind of press it on there, hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not too sure if that's gonna focus, but now the little screen, the filter screen is on, and it should sit in this little rubber thing. I think I might have to cut this a little bit. That way this thing fits just like factory. Alright, so there we have the finished product. You can see the new riveted connections. new wires, new hose, new fuel pump. Now I may grab a hose clamp and put it around here just to make sure this isn't moving. It really is pretty solid in there, but let me go ahead and toss a hose clamp around this. That way it can't move at all. New fuel pump's in, now back to Mickey.
Ta-da! Just like that. Hey.
Alright, so Ricky and I got the crossbar all fabbed up, and right now it's just taped in its location so that we can sort of test fit a little bit as we go here. We did go ahead and I just used our Eastwood brake over there and ripped off a piece of 22 by 18 thin aluminum that we're going to go ahead and get sized up and shaped so that we can fit it in as the duct. This will probably be the first of 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 pieces of this that we make, because we do we probably will make some changes to this as we go. So this will be shot 1 at getting this right. I got to trim out the bottom corners here, as you can see, so that it fits in there nice and smooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just gonna lop the corners off with the shear or with the brake, sorry, just to get it close. And we'll just keep working it in from there. Alright, so I just nipped the corners off here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can't get this thing sort of slid in. And I don't have a tripod for you guys right now, so I'm just gonna kind of do this with one hand. I'm gonna show you. This is gonna sit in here like this and basically be folded in like that. It'll fold over top of our cross beam here. Once it's done, we'll snip it back to the size we need, put that 90-degree fold on it, or 70 or so degree fold on it, and then it'll be nice rivets across the top or something like that. But keep in mind, when the hood is closed, you don't see that bar at all. Essentially, that's all hidden underneath the hood, and then all you'll see is just this aluminum sheet that's going to be the duct portion of it. Alright guys, so we're moving on to the gas tank. As you can see, Ricky's holding it right now. We've moved on from the hood vent, which we're gonna revisit later because we aren't happy with the way it's turning out. We need to get some things done tonight mechanically, so we're gonna knock this out real quick. Gas tank going in. Alright guys, well I forgot to record an outro yesterday. Bad me. Anyway, just want to take a quick second and go over where the car is currently since Ricky and I finished off last night, and sort of give you an update with what's next, so you know what to expect in the next video. So all of this ducting that Ricky and I worked on is going to find its way to the bin or our scrap heap, and we'll use it a later day for other projects. But we don't like the way it's turning out. What I want to do is create 2 individual, basically snorkels that are going to come through behind the radiator and actually meet up with the bottom of the hood with a nice rubber weather strip around it. As you guys can see, our center console is still sitting here on top of the car, which is not where it's supposed to be. But we don't want to put everything back together yet. We got our short throw shifter in. Huge shout out to Superclass for sending that off to us. It's a great product and it looks awesome in there. Feels great. And you guys are probably noticing the elephant in the room is we still don't have door panels. The show's a week away and we still don't have door panels. Ah! But rest assured, the guys at SOS Customs are knocking those out for us. They did a little custom treatment on them for us. We should have those back hopefully later today, and then the next time you guys see this car, they should be installed with some nice speakers underneath them. In order to get this engine to work, we've got to do some wiring, as you guys know. Our homeboy Louis from DNA Garage, who's sort of a wiring guy himself, is actually going to come down, and we'll have him on video, but he's going to basically mate A to B for us and get this thing working and communicating so that we can turn the key and this thing just fires right up. Before we end today's video, I wanted to clear a couple things up that I saw in the comment section of the last video. A lot of you guys made comments about the green surface rust corrosion or prevention product that's put on our flywheel. Don't worry guys, that was removed. Just because it wasn't in the video doesn't mean it wasn't done. Our flywheel bolts were torqued, and any aluminum shavings that we removed from the engine block with the clutch installed, we do have an air chuck here guys. We blew everything out. It's all good to go. This isn't the first time we've done this, and just because you don't see it in the video doesn't mean it was done. However, we do appreciate the comments and we do appreciate you guys looking out for us, so thank you for that. But I just wanted to clear that up and let you guys know that all of those things were done, and we're going to be in good shape when it means time to start this thing. Okay guys, well that's it for today. If you guys want to see this car in person, we have two events coming up. One on October 19th called MR2 Assemble. It is an MR2 convention where everyone comes from all over the US to join their MR2s together, hence the name MR2 Assemble. We will be there with this car and the crew. We will also be out at Stance Wars LA on October 26th with this car. So if you guys want to see this thing or meet us, we'll be out there. Come find us. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Turn on those post notifications so you know when we launch a new video. We've got heaps of stuff going on around here. So shout out to you guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one.